Oh, hi guys, welcome back to Me and My Family Fun. Today we're going to go back to the read aloud. Now, if you don't remember what chapter book we were reading Raw Rick Rolls. And last time we did the read alouds, we were reading this book called Character Relationships. And the last chapter we read was Becky Returns, which I'll get to that in a minute. So you may have noticed I haven't recorded these read alouds in a while. That's because I've been catching up on school and stuff. So let's read. So let's do the read alouds first. So Becky Returns is about Tom Sawyer and this girl named Becky Tom is asking Becky to go to an ice cream and hang out, but she thinks her mom will be mad at her. And so our next chapter is called Game in the Woods. And our next book in this book we're going to read is so we're going to read this one. Tell me something before I go to sleep. So, when you open the book, there's carrots. Oh, about the giveaway. Let's discuss a little bit of things. So, I forget what I was going to say. In the Adopt Me video where I get my dream house, I said I was doing a giveaway. Well, the giveaway has ended, so, yeah. So, the people having the worst days ever, it has 0 likes so far. So, I thought maybe it was a little bit too hard for you guys to get to 15 likes. So, I'm going to make a new one in a little bit. So, that's an upcoming video. So, let's actually get into the book. And here's them. And I said I was going to do a puppet show. I've been making it, but I just haven't had enough time to make it. Willow was tired, so Willow went to bed. So this is Willow. She laid with her pillow this way, and that way, and another way, but Willow couldn't sleep. So she's laying straight down, up, something like that. She can't go to sleep. You know, when you get you can't get comfortable on your pillow, you know, you have to, William, I don't know how to pronounce this name, so William, called Willow. Are you there? Yes, answered William. I'm here. I can't sleep, said Willow. Why can't you sleep? asked William. I'm afraid, said Willow. What are you afraid of? asked William. I'm afraid that I might have a bad dream, said Willow. Think of something happy. Then you won't have a bad dream, said William. So this is William and Willow. So Willow tried to think of something happy, but she couldn't. William, called Willow, are you still there? So she can't think of anything happy. Yes, answered William. I'm still here. What can I think of that's happy? asked Willow. Oh, lots of things, said William. Tell me something happy before I go to bed. Before I go to sleep. William thought for a moment, and then he said, Willow, look under your bed. So he's reading a book. William's reading a book. So Willow leaned and looked under her bed. What do you see? asked William. I see my chicken slippers, said Willow. That's right, said Willoughby. So she's looking underneath her bed. And do you know what your chicken slippers are doing? No, said Willow. I don't. They're just waiting for nobody's feet but yours. Good, said Willow. That's happy. What else? So you can see, there's her chicken slippers. Here's the full picture looks like. What do you see on the chair? asked William. I see my blue and white jumpsuit, said Willow. Do you know what your jumpsuit is doing? asked William. No, said Willow. I don't. It is just lounging for tomorrow. When you will jump out of your bed and put it on. Good, said Willow. That's happy. What else? So you see, there's this little chair for clothes, and you see William and them are sitting together. Full picture looks like. William picked Willa up into his arms and padded softly downstairs to the kitchen. He opened the pantry door. "What do you see on the shelves?" asked William. "I see bread, honey, and oats, and milks and apples," said William. "That's right," said Willa. "That's right," said William. "All waiting to be made into breakfast for you and me to share." "Oh, good," said Willa. "That's happy. What else?" William carried Willa into the living room and switched on the lamp. "What do you see in the corner?" asked William. "I see my basket full of toys," said Willa. "What do you think they're doing?" asked William. "I don't know," said Willa. "They're dreaming of tomorrow and the games that you're going to play." That's very happy," said Willa. "What else?" So he's turning on the lamp so he can see his toys. William carried Willa to the window and opened the curtains wide. "What do you see in the darkness?" asked William. "I only see the night," said Willa. "What do you think the night is doing?" asked William. "I don't know," said Willa. "The night is waiting for the morning, which is on its way around the world." "That's happy," said Willa. "You see there's stars, and over here's them." "The morning is waiting too," said William. "What for?" asked Willa. "Oh, lots of things," said William. "What things?" asked Willa. "For grass to grow, flowers to bloom, and leaves to flutter. For clouds to float, wind to blow, and sun to shine. For birds to fly, bees to buzz, and ducks to quack." "That's a lot of happy things," said Willa. "See, it's kind of winter." "There's just one sad thing," said William. "What's that?" asked Willa. "The morning's waiting for you, too. It's waiting for you to wake up." "But I'm awake already," said William. The morning likes waking you up. That's what makes the morning happy." "William," said Willa. "What is it?" asked William. "I'm tired." So she's finally tired. So William carried Willa back to bed. "What do you see in your bed?" asked William. "I see my bear," said Willa. "What do you think it's doing?" "What do you think it's doing?" asked William. "Waiting for me to snuggle up with him," said Willa. "That's right," said William. "Waiting specially for you." So you see, he's putting him into bed. And the mother's back there, creeping. "And when the morning comes and wakes up, will you still be here?" asked Willa. "I'll still be here," said William. "Good," said Willa. "That's the happiest thing of all. Good night, Willa." But Willa did not answer. She was sound asleep. She's sound asleep. And back to the lovely carrots. And White Moon. And at the back of the book you can see Willa with her bear. So that was Tell Me Something Before I Go to Sleep. The next one is, let's do our last book, our grand finale, Developing Character Relationships. Game in the Woods. In this excerpt from Chapter 8, Tom meets his friend Joe in the forest. The two boys have a pretend sword fight and they dress for an adventurous play. In the game of Robin Hood, Tom plays the main role of outlaw Robin. Joe is a guy of Gishborn, a minor character in the Robin Hood tale. So that was a little bit about this story. Just here, the blast of a toy and a tin trumpet came faintly down the green aisles of the forest. And Tom flung off his jacket and trousers, turned into a spencer and a belt, raked away some leaves in behind the rotten log, disclosing a rude bow and arrow, a laugh sword, and a tin trumpet, and in a moment has seized these things and bounded away, bare-legged, with fluttering shirt. He presently halted under a great elm, blew an answering blast, and then began to tiptoe and look warily out. "This way," he said cautiously to an imaginary company. "Hold, my merry men! Keep hid till I blow." Now appeared Joe Harper as an airily clad and emerald armed as Tom. Tom called, "Hold! Who comes in the Sherwood forest without my pass? Guy Gershman wants no pass. Who thought I'll throw that?" dares to hold such language, said Tom, promoting, for they talked by the book from memory. Who art thou who art such language? I indeed, I'm Robin Hood, as a caitiff card case. Soon shall I know. And art thou indeed that famous outlaw? Right gladly I'll despise you with these three merry. Wait, I lost my place. Gladly I will dispute with thee the passes of the merry wood. Have at thee! They took their last swords, dunked on their other traps on the ground, stuck a fencing attitude foot to foot, and began to grave, careful combat. Two up and two down. So this is them in the woods. That's Joe and Tom. So they're playing in the woods. Presently, Tom said, now, if I got to hang it so literally. So they went lively, painting and persisting with the work. By and by, Tom shouted, fall, why won't you fall? I don't. Why don't you fall yourself? You're getting the worst of it. Why, that ain't nothing. I can't fall. That ain't the way it is not in the book. The book says, then when black-handed stroke he slew poor guy Gensborn, you're to turn around and let me hit you in the back. There's no one getting authority, so John turned around and received the whack and fell. Now, said Joe, getting up, you got to let me kill you. That's fair. Why, you can't do that. It ain't in the book. Well, it's blamed mean, that's all. Well, say, Joe, you can be fair truck or much the miller's son and lay me with a quarterstaff, or I'll be Sheriff Nottingham, and you'll be Robin Hood, a little will and kill me. So see, he won the game. Tom won the game. There was a satisfactory, and so these adventures were carried out. Then Tom became Robin Hood again, and was allowed the 3 inches none to bleed his strength away from the wound. And at last, Joe, representing a whole tribe of weeping outlaws, dragged him sadly forth, and gave his bow to his feeble hands, and Tom said, where the sorrow falls? There buried poor Robin Hood under the greenwood tree. Then he shot the arrow and fell back, and I would have died, but he lit on the nettle, and sprang up too ghastly for a corpse. The boys dressed themselves, hid their accoutrements, and went off grifting. They were no outlaws anymore. And wondering that modern civilization could claim to have done conspiracies for their loss, they said they would rather be outlaws a year in Sherwood Forest than President of the United States forever. So this is them. They had a good time. Okay, so our next chapter is pretty short. It's called City Kid, Country Kid. And so it's pretty short, so we're going to have a short chapter tomorrow, or maybe the next day, like I said, something. So that is it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed the video. And you know what? Now I have to record the Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Bye.